Hello, my friends, Gary Goals and fellow poets. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to react to some videos of celebrities reading poetry. I'm running out of inspiration for ideas for videos, to be completely honest. But my YouTube app said that a lot of people were interested in celebrities reading poems, so I thought I'd kind of see what the buzz is about and react to it. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you do, don't forget to leave a like. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We are a completely poetry-related channel. We have all the stuff you need, from how-to videos, live streams, conversing with poets, where we just kind of talk all things poetry. We have Let's Talk videos where we discuss things like Taylor Swift's poetry, Elvis's poetry. And we even have ghost hunting videos too. So yeah, do hit subscribe. I've got 3 videos to react to. First we have Helena Bonham Carter, then we have Helen Mirren, and then we have Ralph Fiennes, Voldemort himself. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so first up we have a poetry reading with Helena Bonham Carter and Stephen Colbert, who is a late night talk show host.
How did you get started? Because I've been a fan of yours since you were knee-high to a grasshopper in A Room with a View. Was that your first film?
No, actually, I did something before that, which was totally unwatchable.
That's probably why I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Oh, no, I did Lady Jane, which wasn't unwatchable. That was about...
You know, it's criminal how little I've seen of Helena Bonham Carter's work. I mostly know her as Bellatrix Lestrange. I've seen her in a couple other things, but I really enjoyed. She did a documentary for Sky Arts. Famous art walks or something, basically, where they discuss their favorite artists, and I really enjoyed her in that. She just has a very she's just very lovable, isn't she? I need to see more of her work. I love her vibe.
another queen.
Sure.
For 9 days. Yep.
That's an unhappy queen.
That was unhappy.
I did see her in Alice in Wonderland, Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland.
Yes.
Yeah, she was only 15.
How'd you get started?
How did I get
Because you were
started?
started at such a young age, didn't you?
I started through envy, really, because a friend of mine at school had got an agent, and she was on television. And I thought, I really want to be her, which is kind of the basis of acting anyway. You always want to be somebody else. You don't want to be yourself.
But you wanted to be another
copied.
actress.
I wanted to be her, and then I wanted to be given
I'm really appreciating the Chinaware, by the way.
the chance just to not be me. And it costs, though. I did. You had to put you had to get your photo in some so I
Headshots?
entered a poetry competition.
Like a casting.
I think she's talking about headshots. She had to get, it's costly, you have to get headshots, which can be costly. So she entered a poetry competition. Okay. Check out that china, that teapot. Wow.
Magazine or
Yeah,
something like that?
yeah. And I won a prize for...
Sorry. I have to keep stopping. That's the whole point of these reaction videos. She doesn't seem too enthused. I know that she's a huge poetry lover, so I'm sure she is, but she doesn't seem too enthused by it.
a not very good poem, but it won me the money to put in...
You wrote a poem and got cash for it?
Yeah.
Not many
Not
poets
many
can
poets.
say that.
Yeah, it was the first and last
You
poem
and
I've
Tennyson,
ever
I think
written.
that's it. You only wrote that one poem?
Yeah, that's
Do you
it.
remember it?
Not terribly, but looking back on it, you know what is ironic? It's is that it was about rumors. It was about how something initially is, something happens and then it gets so blown out of proportion through gossip.
Yes.
That at the end, it just ends up being a load of tissues of lies.
I didn't realize how well spoken she is. Again, I know her from Harry Potter as Bellatrix Lestrange, so that's how I hear Helena Bonham Carter. But she's very well spoken.
So looking back, it's basically the press, you know, in a kind way.
Are you still a poetry fan?
I love I've never written anything else and don't plan to.
Just one and done, and you won a contest with just...
I know.
You know how many poets out there right now are furious with you?
No. I can understand, but I love reading other people's poems.
Do you have a favorite?
A favorite poet?
A poet or a poem?
I've got lots of favorites, but I never... there's one that I can summon immediately, if I think. Do you like poems?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do you know one by Adrian Mitchell?
I don't. Hit me.
Okay, it's called Celia Celia. You don't know it?
Celia Celia?
Yeah.
Maybe when you start it.
Do you know where High Holborn is?
What, hey?
Okay, this is going to be a bit of a...
High Holborn?
Yeah, it won't make any sense unless you...
High Holborn!
No. Does anyone
Not quite.
know where High Holborn?
Where is High Holborn?
High Holborn.
Am I hearing piano? I thought I was hearing things then. I accidentally hit the wrong button on my keyboard. I thought I started playing some of my piano stuff.
Is a street. This is because it's mentioned
in London?
In this very short poem. It's a street in London. That's all you need to know. So.
Oh, Holborn. High Holborn. Also, I'm hearing piano. I don't know why I'm hearing piano, but I'm hearing piano.
If I can remember it, it's called Celia Celia, and it's called When I Am Sad and Weary, when I think all hope has gone, when I walk along High Holborn, I think of you with nothing on. Is that nice?
I love it.
It's a love poem.
Can I give you one back?
Yeah.
Very short.
Okay, yeah.
That wasn't what I was expecting. When I do these react videos, I don't watch them beforehand. But, okay.
This is one by E. Cummings. Do you know Cummings at all?
I love E. Cummings.
Okay, so Cummings...
No capitals.
Right.
I don't know why.
This is one, it's called Mr. Hughes. And it goes, Mr. Hughes needn't be so spry concerning matters arty. Each to his taste, but as for I likes a certain party. I'll take the He-Man solid bliss. For you's ideas, I'll match you's. A pretty girl who naked is worth 1,000,000 statues.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that lovely?
Oh, that's so nice.
What was that piano? What was that pianist doing? Okay, that wasn't quite what I was expecting, but there you go. There's a nice little bit of injection of poetry for you. Next, we have Helen Mirren. Again, it's on Stephen Colbert. Colbert and poetry. I've just seen another look right here. I don't know if you can see that. Colbert and poetry. I wish I'd seen that first before I found. Maybe we can go back to it. Okay, let's see what Helen Mirren has in store for us.
So we were talking before in the interview about things that make us cry.
A fun story about Helen Mirren. I actually, I can't remember what it was called now, but one of the spin-offs for Fast and Furious, I think it was. I hope it was, but it was basically her and Jason Statham. But I was an extra on one of their scenes. She was in prison. I was in the background. And even better story. Me and my friend Bruno were in London one time at one of the cinemas. It's like a members cinema. Bruno's a member of it, and he wanted to show me the rooftop bar. And as we went in, there was like loads of people in like black suits standing around, big men, you know. So okay, something must be going on, but I didn't know what. And so we started like going up the stairs, and all of a sudden Helen Mirren is walking towards us, coming down the stairs. We were going up, and we got to the top of the stairs. I was like, "Brad, did you see who that was? That was Helen Mirren." And he missed her because he was too busy looking at someone else next, like whoever she was walking down the stairs with. I think it turned out to be her sister, because of course we completely were like, "Whoa, okay, let's Google it. Let's try and find out who that was." But yeah, fun little story.
Cry, and little children in majorette uniforms make you cry, and parts of this poem, especially the end, make me cry. This is Ulysses by Alfred Lord Tennyson.
Mm-hmm. Old age hath yet his honour and his toil, Death closes all. But something, ere the end, some work of noble note may yet be done, not unbecoming men that strove with gods. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks, the long day wanes, the slow moon climbs, the deep moans round with many voices. Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer world. Push off, and sitting well in order, smite the sounding furrows, for my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset and the baths of all the western stars until I die. It may be that gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles to see the great Achilles, whom we knew. Though much is taken, much abides. And though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. What an amazing poem. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Helen Mirren, everybody.
Thank you.
You got me.
Make me cry, too. Thank you. I can kiss you now. Thank you.
That was a good reading. It's nice. I'm assuming they just kind of, she must have known, she obviously knew the poem beforehand, but it looks like they kind of just put it in front of her. I don't know. I don't know what preceded that, but yeah, very well read. I've not heard that one before. Tennyson. I'm 32. When I turned 30, I was so miserable. Aging is a big thing to me at the moment. And I know I'm only 30, like, what are you talking about? But it's just something I think about quite often at the minute. Because I'm a big kid at heart. And I was obsessed with Peter Pan and never growing old. And so it's a big thing in my life right now, and kind of the passing of time. It's something I ponder very often. Nice poem. Okay, last but not least, just making sure we're definitely recording this. Last but not least is a poetry reading by Voldemort. And that's exactly what it's called. No, a poetry reading by Ralph Fiennes.
Thank you. I'm going to read two poems. The first is by Philip Larkin, called Going, Going. I thought it would last my time, the sense that beyond the town there would always be fields and farms where the village louts could climb such trees as were not cut down. I knew there'd be false alarms in the papers about old streets and split-level shopping, but some have always been left so far. And when the old part retreats as the bleak high-risers come, we can always escape.
Sorry, I was distracted. Get off your phone. How dare you?
In the car. Things
Wait, I know her. I think that's Ella Golding.
are tougher than we are.
I don't know her. I
Just
know
as
her
Earth
face.
will always respond however we mess it about. Chuck filth in the sea, if you must. The tides will be clean beyond. But what do I feel now? Doubt? Or age, simply? The crowd is young in the M1 cafe. The kids are screaming for more. More houses, more parking allowed, more caravan sites, more pay. On the business page, a score of spectacled grins approve some takeover bid that entails 5% profit and 10% more in the estuaries. Move your work to the unspoilt dales, grey area grants. And when you try to get near the sea in summer, it seems just now to be happening so very fast Despite all the land left free, for the first time I feel somehow that it isn't going to last, that before I snuff it, the whole boiling will be bricked in, except for the tourist parts. First slum of Europe, a role it won't be hard to win with a cast of crooks and tarts. And that will be England gone. The shadows, the meadows, the lanes, the guild halls, the carved choirs, there'll be books. It will linger on in galleries, but all that remains for us will be concrete and tires. Most things are never meant. This won't be, most likely, but greeds and garbage are too thick strewn to be swept up now, or invent excuses that make them all needs. I just think it will happen soon.
Wow, that was a powerful poem. I happened to. I'll stop it when the shot changes again, but I did happen to glance at the poster in front of his podium, and I think this is some sort of climate change conference. And doesn't it just go to show how important poetry is as a craft? I'm reminded of the video that I saw on the National Poetry Library Instagram of C.A. Conrad, where he talked about poets being the ugly sisters of the art world, and how when he's asked to take part in opening an exhibition, he usually says no unless his poetry is part of the exhibition, because people think we're just the opening act. But doesn't it just go to show how important poetry actually is, and how at the forefront of things poetry can and I think should be? That's my opinion anyway.
And this is a poem by Wendell Berry called A Poem on Hope. It is hard to have hope. It is harder as you grow old, for hope must not depend on feeling good, and there's the dream of loneliness at absolute midnight. You also have withdrawn belief in the present reality of the future, which surely will surprise us. And hope is harder when it cannot come by prediction any more than by wishing. But stop dithering. The young ask the old to hope. What will you tell them? Tell them at least what you say to yourself. Because we have not made our lives to fit our places, the forests are ruined, the fields
Salona Dialogue for Climate Ambition.
eroded, the streams polluted, the mountains overturned. Hope, then, to belong to your place by your own knowledge of what it is that no other place is, and by your caring for it as you care for no other place. This knowledge cannot be taken from you by power or by wealth. It will stop your ears to the powerful when they ask for your faith, and to the wealthy when they ask for your land and your work. Be still and listen to the voices that belong to the stream banks and the trees and the open fields. Find your hope then. The world is no better than its places. Its places at last are no better than their people, while their people continue in them. When the people make dark the light within them, the world darkens. Thank you.
Talanoa Dialogue for Climate Ambition. Okay, that's all I have for you. A nice quick injection of poetry. Ocean Vuong. I remember a lot of people telling me about them and to check them out. Yeah, okay. So that is it for this video. Just a quick bit of injection. I know I probably didn't add too much to that in terms of commentary and thoughts, but especially that last one. I'm glad that we managed to get that in there. Some important messages in this video on screen now. I enjoyed Helen Mirren's poem, and I enjoyed Helena Bonham Carter's poem as well. But I got a soft spot for her. It was just a bit of lightheartedness. Um, so yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And if you know of any other videos where celebrities have read some poetry and you want me to kind of check out, then leave them in the comments down below. Until next time, happy writing. Take care.